Hi everyone, Raphael Harry here, and you're listening to White Label American, a podcast where we hear stories from an immigrant or two, sometimes more. Thank you for listening and enjoy the show. Alrighty, welcome to another episode of White Label American. Thank you all for joining us today. Before we begin, I would like to say a quick thank you to my patrons. Thank you for your support. Appreciate you all always. You guys have kept this podcast going for almost 2 years now. We've been around for 2 years, and we hope to be around for many more years to come. So, for everyone listening, both new and regular listeners, hey, you can join the Patreon team. Become a patron for as low as $3. Get access to bonus content and help us grow our team. And also, you go on patreon.com/White Label American Pod, or go on Linktree/White Label American, and you have access to the Patreon link there. And also, you can have access to the t-shirts, the link where you can buy merch, vetclothing.com, and you get our merch over there. And also share with your friends, invite your loved ones. Hey, keep the love coming in. Go on Apple Podcasts, give us 5 stars, write a positive review. That is very helpful to us, and it's the right thing to do. So enough of that. Let's get to today's guest. I have the honor of having a special brother from a part of Africa that a good friend of mine refers to as the real Dirty South. That's what a friend from the Culture podcast always says, the real Dirty South. So we have an art dealer. He's a gallerist. He's an art advisor, a cultural agent. I feel so sophisticated alone, just introducing this brother. I feel like my sophistication is just rising up. I'm like, man, I should have worn a tuxedo, with a, bow tie and all that, maybe painted my goatee or something. Like, I gotta freshen it up. I mean, I'm fresh. I showered, I rubbed lemon myself up, my lemon lotion. So, and I need to get pumpkin lotion too. I forgot to do that. I'm joining the pumpkin club.
Fall is here. Pumpkin spice lotion.
Hey, it's October, man. You gotta get pumpkin. I already drank my pumpkin craft beer this year, so I'm good. So with that being said, let's welcome Archibald Raphulu. Is the first official vendor boy to be on the podcast. Welcome to
hello. How we doing, guys?
Hey,
It's a pleasure to be here.
You.
Thank you for having me. Hey,
how you doing today?
doing good. Can't complain. Yeah, it's an amazing day. It's a good little day outside. The weather's amazing.
Hey, you're amazing. So the weather even corresponds with that, So let's dive in. I think people don't want to hear me anymore. They want to hear from you. So you have beautiful names, and I don't think people will relate your name to the place of your birth. So introduce us to the origins of Archibald, and where were you born? And before you even tell us where you were born, do you know the meanings of your names?
Yeah, Archibald. Just out of ancestors, it means brave. And Raphulu actually in Venda it means male cow.
Male cow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then.
So what's a female cow?
Exactly. Hey.
There's no way I wasn't gonna ask that.
Right? I don't know. I mean, male cow. Everybody, we even have. We take it as a good thing.
That's a beautiful thing of the names, because I think I only started asking about names around episode 83, if I wasn't mistaken. So yeah, it's just fascinating the information you get from the meaning of names.
Wait, what about you? Now I'm curious.
My names?
Yeah. The meaning behind yours.
Raphael is a Hebrew name, healing of God. If you know Nigerians tend to be like, if you're from the southernmost part of Nigeria where I'm from, it's a lot of God is in our names. Yeah, and even if you go to the western part of Nigeria, you find out the names. Even like the Benin people and then Yoruba people tend to have names that are like can be after a profession, like the family profession. I've had a guest whose family used to be, I think back in the days, they were like the guides who spoke to the spirits. So his family's name translates into the guides of the spirits or guardians, And guess what he's doing today?
What does he do?
He's a therapist. So he's kind of a guide.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
So
yeah.
he related it that way. And I was like, wow, you see,
find your true
it's,
self and everything.
because it was like they used to consider it, the translation, the loose translation for his family name was the guide between the living and those in the afterlife. And now he's taking that, he applies it in a different way to himself now that he's guiding those who are living. So I was like, oh wow, you see,
Nice. Yeah, I mean, he's still staying in touch with his family heritage in a sense, and just doing his own way.
Yeah, and then my traditional name, in life, it means nothing supersedes God, or nothing is greater than God. And then my last name is actually an English name, which Harry, which funny enough, technically I shouldn't be Harry, I should be Ari, A-R-I, but for some reason they said the white man, I don't know which one, but probably was English, couldn't figure out how to say Ari, so Harry started coming out, and then my great-grandfather became Harry, and I have uncles and cousins who go by Ari, and there are others who go by Harry. So it's always causes confusion. Like there's a large clan in the next door state of Harrys. Harrys are huge there. There's a large clan of Harrys, and so if people from that clan meet me here, they always assume I'm from their clan, and I'm like, no, I'm a Harry. I'm from the other state. They're like, what? There's Harrys there. There's Harrys that shouldn't be there. I'm like, yeah, they're probably right. Harrys shouldn't be there, but thanks to colonialism, there was there's somebody who, just to accommodate somebody who couldn't pronounce a name, they're like, okay, we're just gonna go with Harry. But Harry also means a rich, powerful lord.
Nice.
So I'm like, yeah, okay. I don't have qualms with that. I used to plan. One of my aspirations was to be a dictator at one point in time. So I guess I'll keep the name.
Was there any specific country or?
I was thinking of like 10 African countries combined. I ruled for 10 years and then I bounced.
That's it.
That's it.
Hey. In and out.
So
I like that, but
for our listeners who are just hearing about Venda for the first time, where's the Venda tribe from?
yeah, so South Africa, specifically in Johannesburg, and then in Soweto and Limpopo, the northern part of Limpopo. So yeah, I was born over there, and then came here to the United States around 2006. Yeah. Then we just been, I was living in South Carolina, grew up in there, over there, went to schooling and university, and finished, the senior year, and everything was with the pandemic, so.
Oh, no, don't go too far. We'll come to all that.
Okay, I didn't know. I thought that was
Don't spill all the tea. Don't spill all the tea. Yeah, people are going to be, all right, we don't need to listen anymore. End of, we got to keep people here. We got to keep them here.
Stay tuned, folks. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. There's
commercial
more.
break.
There's more. So, I want to get more of your childhood. How long did you stay in Johannesburg?
It's about 8 years old.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
8, 9.
you got some memories from there. So what was childhood like for you in Johannesburg? J-Burg, right?
School, obviously, and then I went to an American school.
Nice.
So over there, kind of to help the transition, and came over here and stuff. But other than that, it was just mostly always outside playing with friends, just exploring, going on adventures, and just, enjoying childhood.
So when you were playing, what games what was like the most popular game for you guys? I just finished watching Squid Games now, so
oh my goodness, that's it. I actually just finished too, man.
I'll have to do an episode on
I was about to
Squid
say,
Game.
yeah, that's a whole nother, because, no.
Yeah, if you want to volunteer, I'll bring you back for that.
Okay,
that is, it's. I'm looking at childhood games differently now. Like
what? It was, this. Yeah, no, that was crazy. It was crazy. I don't even want to do any spoilers for anybody who haven't seen it. If you haven't seen it, yeah, hey, definitely, watch at least the episode or two.
Oh, yeah.
But
Oh, man.
no, but it was many, man. It was, from soccer to just running around. Like, it's not a variation of hopscotch, as you could say in America, but like different rules and stuff like that. But
Yeah, I think we
yeah,
have,
and
we have
then
to
obviously with car tires too.
Oh.
We've played with
Well,
that.
how did you guys use car tires? Because I just recalled using car tires.
No, it just depends. I mean, it's not really safe. I mean, I also put like two sticks, kind of like rolling with it, and sometimes if they're big enough, you're kind of get inside it.
Yeah, I was too scared to do that.
Yeah, no, we weren't. Hey, that's why you gotta trust your friends. Your friends are supposed to be there. They let you roll, but when it's time, somebody's supposed to be down there to just take the hit. That's it. You take the hit, you stop the guy, and okay, boom, now it's your turn to get inside.
Oh, man.
But
yeah, I completely forgot about the tires.
Those are
being inside. And
if you can find a good one.
I never tried to be inside the tires. Yeah, you gotta find a good one, in good condition.
Yeah, because
Oh, man.
You get a little hurt.
But yeah, we used to do races with tires. Man, there were always tires around. How do they always find tires? I don't know.
Hey, that's what I say. Going on adventures, just going.
Tires
boom.
always tended to pop out from somewhere, and then we could do races. Because I know sometimes we'll be like 5, 6 kids, and up to even 7 sometimes, and each one had his own tire, and then we'll start trying to roll the tires and with our bare hands racing, and that's how some people get injured because some tires will have started wearing out. So what's it called? Like the fiber stuff from the tires will like prick your into your palms and all that, and then but you still want to win the race, Never give up.
Always, no, you just take,
Yeah,
it's part of it.
That's right. So you've already mentioned some fun stuff. So if I were to ask, what do you consider your favorite childhood memory? Does it come from what you've already mentioned, or do you have something else to drop?
Nah, some of the favorite childhood memories. I mean, there's a lot of them. There's some, but
all right, give me
the
two.
ones that stick out the most. Huh? 2?
Yeah, you can give me 2. If you want to do only one, that's fine. But
one that sticks out the most is so growing up, me and my brothers, we're big on video games and stuff. So there's this one video game, Army of Two. Yeah, me and my brother, Ludovic. We were. I'm not gonna talk us up too much, but if you're watching, you think it's a trailer. That's it. Hey, it was we were that good. So, but just memories like that. Always just me and him. Playing games, killing it, and then we'll be playing the game, and then we'll just take a break for he'll take a break for a little second, and there'll be food. He loves cooking. He's always loved cooking, so he was kind of like cook lunches and stuff like that. So that was probably one of the fondest memories of childhood, but that happened here and just.
So who was the oldest?
Ludovic, yeah, he's the oldest, and then it's me, and then we got 2 other under Sergeant Sydney.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So and they're currently in high school right now.
Oh, cool.
And then just all those memories, and then all of us is gonna play soccer on the weekends and just.
So when you play soccer, what was your position?
Defender. But always, streaking up to when the days we had stamina, we were midfield
that was quite
defense.
Smart, speaking defender. Because
he says,
if you were a defender, it meant you always got to play.
I mean, strategy. But also, so it's more about strategy and stuff like that. I didn't, technically speaking with the foot, we weren't too attacker. But if you give me the ball, they know I'll shoot.
That's right.
I'll shoot. But will it go in all the time? Hey, that's a different discussion. But
yeah, because I remember, I don't even know how I figured out. I think it started with me being afraid to play forward because almost all the best dribblers were forwards, strikers, and You were like, yeah, I'm not that good. Now I'll go play in the back. And of course, you start developing defensive skills by playing the back or you playing goal. But that led to every time there was a game, you get to be picked first. Because everyone is fighting to play forward. Everyone
and then when
is
you get
fighting
picked, then you want to play different positions. Like, wait.
no.
I thought you were playing
Hey, man, we ain't
defense.
pick you for that. We'll play in the back.
Yeah. I'll be like, listen, okay, first half that's good, but
Yeah.
I'll be in midfield for the rest.
Now it's funny. Now I play mostly forward because I ain't doing too much running. I mean, I don't play competitive soccer, so I can just chill off, play the ball. I can score, or I go play and goal when I'm too tired. I'm like,
nowadays, you play more strategically. You have to know where the ball is going, so you don't run too much. You just
If there's someone younger than me here, I'm like, oh, come be on my team. Oh, you picked me. Yes, you're gonna be the one running. That's why I chose you.
Those long passes.
Oh man.
I remember those days. Yeah.
So you were 8 years old when you left Joburg for the United States, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember what airline you flew on?
Oof. No, I don't remember the airline specifically, but I remember the flight though, because it was the first flight for me. But that's really why I like flying now. You know, it just being right there was the TV. You know, in the sky. There's a TV. It just.
Was it a direct flight or?
Nah, it wasn't. No, it was one connection. But they were both, super long, so almost,
because from South Africa, it's still,
definitely forgot about that
connections, it's still going to be a long flight. I always ask about the airline because a majority of the guests on this podcast, for some reason, have came to America on KLM. So I'm trying to get KLM come. They owe me some money.
Hey,
y'all need to come sponsor.
All the promotions. Hey,
y'all brought us to America, so you may as well, And I still didn't eat food on my first flight because I was too ignorant to I was by myself and I was like,
that was one of those things too.
They don't charge me or not.
And then when the food came in, obviously I'm a kid even still, but still it's like, you're on the plane, somebody's bringing you food, there's TV in front of you.
Yeah. See,
then you fall asleep after that.
When you're a kid, it's much easier. For the adults, I was like, oh man, they're gonna charge me money. I don't know, man. I don't have money on me. I don't want people to know that I don't have money. So they're like, are you hungry? No. Are you sure? No. Do you want something to drink? I'm like, wait, what you got to drink? Oh, they got booze. But wait, what if they charge me for the booze too? You know what? I'll drink water. They won't charge me for water, right? They don't charge for water in Nigeria. So they won't charge for water on the plane. No, okay. Yeah, I'll drink water. Why the guy next to me, that guy was just eating. I was like, damn, man, I'm hungry, man. 7 hours to Amsterdam. Oh, man.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah.
7 hours from Amsterdam to the States. They've died here.
I would have.
And later I found out, oh, man, you already paid for the flight, man. It was part of the flight. Ah, shit. I never admitted that until recently that, man, I did not eat on the flight. Like ignorance, man.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I remember. I've been asked that question by somebody before, and one of those international flights. They're like, "Is it?" I was like, no, it's. Oh yeah.
Hey, I respect the person, man.
Oh yeah,
I respect the person. Do not be like my ignorant self who was like, I know it all, man. I got this. I'm fly. I'm fresh. Wore my fanciest clothes. Came on the plane. I was like, oh man, wait, what? Oh man, who I gotta ask? Oh no, this guy gonna be like, is it your first time flying? Oh no, it's not my first time. I'm a big boy. I fly all the time.
No. It happens to us all.
Oh yeah, it does. So, you remember what time of the year you arrived in the States?
Oh yeah, it was in July.
Oh
yeah, July 2006.
Summer. But July is that's winter for you guys in South Africa, right?
Yeah, it's colder.
It's colder then.
Yeah, it's colder. Yeah, July. Yeah, June, July is about
So what was that like for you arriving in? I would say you flew. It was in South Carolina. You landed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Just went there, the connection flight, and
Where in South Carolina? Where you at?
so we lived in Spartanburg, South Carolina. It's like upstate,
Okay.
yeah, like upstate area, and then
So what was that like coming? Were you taken back by the weather? Was that a surprise? Or you were just like, oh, I love the heat and all that.
I mean, yeah, yeah, the heat was nice, of course, yeah, because me, I'd rather. I love warm weather, so
okay.
yeah, I'd always rather be in warm weather, but. Coming here, is also not really like a culture shock a lot. Well, yeah, but just seeing everything is like, wow, okay, we're here in America.
Well, and
We're here in
you had
America.
mentioned that you attended an American school back in Joburg. So what was the school? The makeup of the school, was it a lot of South African kids and like black South Africans, black and I know South Africa has the way they go about ethnicity. They have colored, who are like Trevor Noah was considered colored, being half black, half white. So was the school made up of like black or mostly black, or were there like Indians? Were there other people there? Or?
Yeah, no, yeah, it was like a equal. Yeah, the schools, there's all kinds of.
Okay, so you were already introduced to
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was
being
already.
around other ethnicities.
Yeah, and
races.
everything, it was just. Yeah, everything was the same, and then just also kind of just getting used to the metrics and everything like that, and speaking English in a, I guess, professional setting. It would seem, with school and everything.
So with that background, when you arrived when you started school in South Carolina, I was going back to South Africa. I don't know why. It's both Souths anyway.
Dirty South.
Yeah. So when you're now in South Carolina and you're in school, how would that experience begin? Because even though you had been in American school in Joburg, there were still some differences. Now that you're in United States.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, the whole. I mean, the school system itself is different. Because they have to. Even though it's an American school, it's still kind of following the rules of the South African government and stuff like that. But over here it's like the recesses going out to play and the everything. It was the same. As far as like the way reading, everything. I was already used to read. Like the metrics of everything, reading everything in English and listening to the teacher, speaking and stuff like that. So. Everything was the same. It was just mostly just, interacting with other kids. Because even though in the classroom we'll talk, English, boom, boom, boom. But, when you go out to play, obviously, because I spoke, several kind of languages, so I could speak with, different kinds of people too. So, we won't speak in English. You only speak English in the classroom to the teacher. And then, but other than that, not really speaking it. And then, one of the changes is just always only speaking English. So then, yeah.
Okay.
So which over there, I thought it was good English, but obviously, came here as one of those things that actually, kind of starting to
you start
perfect
getting
it.
what are you saying, man? What are you saying? Why are you not speaking English?
See, yeah. So then it was just like, okay, I was like, I thought. This is your language, isn't it? I was like, you're supposed to understand me.
Yeah. Oh man. So while in South Carolina and you began school, did you were you involved in sports, or you just focused on the books?
Yeah, I mean, in elementary school, it was really on the books. Of course, that's how our parents were anyways, really wanted to focus on school, and then extracurriculars and stuff like that too. They didn't come, they came second, just to make sure, always let you know schools, it's very important, always good to get education. So in middle school, that's when it started. I did football, for the 7th grade, and then we did that for a little bit, and then ran track in high school. That's when that happened, and then senior year, I did lacrosse For the
What?
last
Lacrosse?
year. Yeah, for the last year, senior year. But
I finally got a lacrosse player on the podcast.
hey, yeah, I mean, we'll say, I won't say lacrosse player, but, we did it, yeah, we played for a little bit. Let's just put it that way.
Okay.
Yeah, we played for a little bit.
So, which was your which of the sports was your favorite experience?
Power track. Yeah, I really like track.
What event did you run?
Events.
On track?
I did the hurdles. So I did the
hurdles.
400 hurdles and the 110 hurdles.
Right. You got
yeah.
some stay if you're doing 400 and 110.
Yeah, you got it. I mean, hey, it's back then.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. It's been a while since I've been on the hurdles now. Yeah, hey, we could probably do it for maybe one or two. Let's see. I've been thinking about it recently because because I stay uptown and I recently heard about the Armory, and that's like where a lot of I guess it's like a lot of track tournaments kind of happen. So I was like, let me see if it's open to the public. Just go out there.
Oh, you mean
see
like,
if you can use the equipment or something just to see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's almost like a. I mean, I haven't even been inside or anything like that, but it's like YMCA-esque, but mainly for track.
There's one right in this neighborhood, just a few minutes from here. That's where I vote actually, and there's tracks in there.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I've been thinking about getting back out there.
I don't know about the other ones because the one here is quite huge. So you can see the tracks in there, but I don't know about other armories, how big they are, other YMCA's. But yeah, but if there's, I just recalled there's, it's not a YMCA, it's a city, it's like a city gym. It's in Soho, West Houston, 35th Street. It's close to 35th Street, so it's probably like 34th, if I'm not mistaken. They got tracks in there, but it's like on the second floor.
Oh wow!
But it's not as big as the YMCA track that I was thinking of. I went in there with I went in there with Scott.
Oh wow, nice!
our friend. He's the one that took me there. Yeah, we're both working in the same building. Then we both aren't there in that building anymore. So yeah, it's like a discount. It's like the city-owned gyms or something like that. And
yeah, I don't know. This one I just
discounted rate.
Yeah, because I heard about it through a couple friends that who grew up here. So they say whenever they ran track, that's where all the
I remember seeing someone running on the track, and that's where they got a track on the second floor. I think it's like four floors. Yeah. Yeah,
nice.
The segue that just popped up in my mind, but how to segue out of it. Hey, see, I'm trying to bring you back on the tracks. Maybe you go. Go out these Olympic style movies. Go then.
Never know.
Archie returns back to the Olympics. I get to be a manager. I'll be that guy who be in the crowd. Like, I knew him, man. I always knew him, and I believed in him. Yeah, it was me. I told him.
Start running.
I told him to come back to the tracks. I told him. It was me who told him, like, really? Who are you again? I'm like, I'm the one. I'm the one who told him, come back.
Hey, you never know. We'll see. We'll see one of these days. I mean, it's I doubt it though. Knowing me, that's running. We'll start hitting the gym at least. But
hey, as far as you're having fun with it, just if the Olympics happen, it happens. If it doesn't, it's like me and soccer. It's like when I go to play on Friday nights and. So someone is like, there's some guys who take it way too seriously, and I'm like, dude, you're not gonna make the Olympics, man. that ship has sailed. Everybody's almost 40 now. Some guys are struggling to run, but as far as you're here to have fun,
you gotta have fun, and just make sure you win at the end of the day too. Sometimes
I'm having fun. Yeah, I win, I don't win. If I don't win, I'm like, hey, well, I had fun. That's it. I'm out of here. If I score and good goals. I knew I can do it. I got it. I still got it. Yeah.
Nah, that's me. Trust me. Yeah, you got somebody. Whenever I'm playing, I'm out there having fun.
Hey,
whether we're winning or not, hey, that's a different story.
Yeah.
But we're having fun, right?
That's the point. You gotta have fun. If I'm not having fun, I have to be here. I'm out of here. Especially if I'm losing, and it makes it. If I'm losing, then I should have fun. if there's no fun, then why am I here? Why am I here? Why you got me here? So that's how that's my rules for taking part in anything. And especially when it comes to physical activity. So even when I do cardio at home, that's my exercises that I do. I've never really been crazy about lifting weights. So even when I was in the military, I think that's one thing that used to make me insecure about, because all my buddies were like gym heads, the buff guys. I'm like, come work out with me. I'm like, yeah, I'm meeting like, I'll be there in like 30 minutes. I ain't showing up. If I'd known that there were workout programs then, and that was another bad habit that I had. I didn't ask questions back then. I could have just, is there an option that I don't have to be lifting 200 pounds, 300 pounds? I could be doing this cardio. I could be doing this. Oh, all right. I would have been in the gym 24/7.
Oh,
yeah, I would have been doing that. But hey, now I do it, and I'm like, okay, I'm that guy now.
Exactly.
I do 30 minutes, and then I go check the mirror. Ooh,
look good, you feel good.
Look at that. All right, so we'll spend enough time segueing out. We're going to take a quick short break, and when we come back, we are going to dive more into your journey into the present and get to know more about Archie. All right, enough about me and my exciting weak soccer skills, by the way. Hi everyone, we've made it 2 years, and who would have thought so? So let's go further and make it 3, make it 4, make it 5, make it 6, who knows, 20. But we can't do this without your support, so join us on Patreon at patreon.com/whitelabelamericanpod or linktree.com/whitelabelamerican. Go there and you'll see our Patreon link, and you can join us for as low as $3. We have bonus content, we have bonus materials. There's so much juice over there that we don't release to the public, and yeah, you can contribute in making this podcast better. You can send questions, you can send your ideas, and also there's a lot of new things that are coming. The announcements are made on Patreon first, because we have to, take care of people who help make this podcast possible. So you can be the one to make this podcast what you want it to be. Come join us on Patreon and make it what you like to see. Join us, make it fantastic. Keep the 5 stars coming in, keep the love coming in. Thank you for the privilege of your company. All right, welcome back, and thank you for staying with us. So Archie, and I know listeners might be like, wait, you said Archibald. And I said, yeah, I've known Archie for a little bit, so I call him, he goes by Archie. So just in case anyone is confused, you can also let the audience know that it's with your permission I call you Archie. It's not like I...
Yeah, just call me Archie, yeah.
So you are now in a space that I'm not familiar with people from... our background, as in those of us born on the continent of Africa, coming over here, we tend to find ourselves in finance, going into healthcare, and, we're pushing those fields of, okay, maybe sports, and technology. But you are in a field of creativity that's not really where the route that we go when we talk about creativity. It's like in a way, it's like there's some fear of going there. Like, how can someone make it if you go this route? Like, there's this. It's like we just put up a wall that we don't even tell our kids. Like, this is an option that exists for you. So, how did your journey into this career path that you're currently on begin? How did you get into this path? What sparked your interest to even go this route in the first place?
My brother was one of the kind of the main inspirations of, kind of coming into the art industry. Whenever I came here to New York, and we just went around his showing at the time, went to see that, and he's always always been doing art as well too, and just been seeing him doing what he does, and came up here and just showing another side of things, and that's something that I wanted to get into and explore more. So, and then I dove right into.
Oh, so where's your brother right now?
Or he's in the city. I mean, yeah.
Oh, so he's based in New York.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's based here in New York.
All right, we got to have both of you here. I should have done a brothers episode. I don't think I've had two brothers in the studio, so we got to arrange that for next time.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah. We'll see.
Oh, that's beautiful. So you so your brother was your inspiration, and you used that to now decide that you were going into the art world. But were you in the beginning going in as an artist, or what were you going in as?
I never. Yeah, there's, me and him, you hear us talk about it. Like, there's early memories of him, just seeing him on the kitchen table, him telling, give me a piece of paper, say, here, just draw with me. But I never, wasn't really creative, as, artistically creative, as we say. But it was but yeah, just, I was always kind of interested on, the background side of things, and how things work, and, the people, helping make all the dots connect. And so, and, that's part of, whenever he came here, he was introducing me with some of the people he worked with, Danny, and a lot of the guys from Art Noir too, and stuff like that. So, just meeting everybody on the background and like how things kind of work. And I was like, wow, this is...
The world is bigger than you thought.
Exactly. Yeah, like, as you were saying, this is, haven't really been introduced
I like hearing that, because, for my ignorant self, I relate it to when I did an internship at a law firm, and I got to realize how big that law firm was. Mm-hmm. And I didn't even want to do that internship in the first place, because I was pursuing a business degree, and I was like, in the beginning, mass comms was what I wanted to study, mass communications, back when I was in Nigeria. Even when I started when I started taking college classes in the Navy, mass communications was my goal.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
I started buying into the all the African immigrants who were like, who gonna give you, how you make it in the economy, how you survive. But but if you have a business degree, you never run out of job opportunities. Everybody wants. And I panicked, and I said, yeah, okay, yes, I think you have to make yourself valuable, and that's how I switched to business degree. I never really wanted it. I lost interest in it, to be honest. So I think I was probably beginning to lose interest by the time this internship came my way. And when the person told me about the internship, I said, law firm, I don't want to be a lawyer. That was the first thing I said. And he's like, no. They want people studying finance, marketing, business. I was like, wow. He just like, apply. So I applied. And they called me for an interview. I met the CFO, who I'm still in contact with to this day, and the head of HR.
Nice.
And it was a great interview. It was like one of the easiest interviews I've ever done. And I got the internship. And then that's when I began to realize that there was a lot more to the law firm. It was a lot bigger than just lawyers working there. Lawyers are not the ones who are going to file the taxes. Lawyers are not the ones who are going to handle the skyscrapers where they're working, the renovations and all that stuff. There's a whole side of the business, the accounting and all that. It's not up to the lawyers to do all that. Then that's why they needed the interns for the trainings. And I was like, oh man, the world is bigger. So I think after that experience, I started looking at every field differently. Even soccer, that I used to be so crazy about, I began to realize, when I talk to people and like, oh man, keep politics out of this. I'm like, well, there's always politics and everything. And soccer fans always like, oh, so everybody talk about all the players. You just need 11 good players. The team will win. I'm like, if you don't have a good president, you don't have a good accountant. How would the club have money to be able to make the purchase? How will you be able to pay the players? How will you be able to? How would you be able to oil the machine? That is not talked about a lot. So there are people who are like, oh, my dream is to be at this club, but I don't have the skill to play for the club. But you could be working for that club too. It's never an option that's presented to people that there are so many options. So I love that you had someone who was giving you the option that, yes, you might not be as creative as I am right now, but that
I
doesn't
mean,
mean
yeah,
you
also,
can't get
I
in
mean,
there.
yeah, because also, I mean, part of, the reason I kind of, part of the reason I kind of came here, I was, because school was online and everything, I was finished up on, undergrad, so I was already, I was like, I was a communications major, doing mass media, in PR, so I was looking for, an internship in public relations, but kind of growing up, with PR, you kind of know more about it with music or, sports and stuff like that. So, and if not, I was going to try to find internship, in a newsroom, and, they're always looking for people. So that's kind of what we're coming for. And then, once, meeting some of the dealers he was working with and the art galleries and, I was talking with some, the owners and, the directors over there and how they were breaking stuff down just to explain it. I was like, oh, this is PR, this is kind of what I do. And then at one of the galleries at Ross and Kramer, they were just started talking to him. I was like, we can do an internship. This is what I do. It's talking, and then ended up securing that. And then after that, everything just kind of just been.
I love that. No, I seriously, I love hearing that. There's too many times I hear this. We all have to. It's just like there's like 4 boxes for us. That's the only options. 4 boxes. I'm like, why? Why? I once went to pre-pandemic. I was at. I can't remember the financial firm that hosted us. There were a bunch of veterans there, and there was a lady who I met, a woman who I met there, and she was like, "Oh, I studied English, and I didn't even know what I was going to do after I graduated." And she now works at I think a private museum. I can't recall which one. And she has, it was a great job when she described it, and I was like, wow, that option was on the table. But but if you don't meet certain people, you don't
You just gotta trust in yourself, or always explore and be willing to.
You must go be an accountant at the bank. You must only be an accountant in this financial firm, and there's nothing wrong with doing those. But it's not everybody who's going to be fitting in there. And that's why there's people who get there and start hating their lives. Because the money, they'll get the good money. It's not they don't get the good, they'll get it, but they'll be miserable.
Exactly. Yeah, and that's.
They don't know that there are options. And
exactly.
That's why I love
to realize,
saying there are so many options and people should. We do a disservice when we only tell people, our kids, especially our younger ones, that you're only limited to these are the choices. Oh, because you're a black immigrant, you're a black boy, a black girl, you're limited to just this. I'm like, no, you shouldn't be limited.
Oh, yeah.
You can find if you need to go to test run all of them, go test run until you find what you. But there's so many options. So yeah, that's one reason why I had to bring you here. So, you had you been to New York before you came here for your internship?
I was actually just coming here for vacation. Everything just kind of happened to line up, but I came here like 2 years prior.
Okay, so when you came from vacation, how long did you stay?
It was just supposed to be like a 2-week trip, because I was like, let me just go to New York, visit,
Okay,
my
so we
brother
can't really
for 2
count that
weeks.
as you being in New York. So we'll count.
Yeah.
It's when you moved. That's when you.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Because I was supposed to be here for 2 weeks, and then everything just kind of, he told me like, because his show was like, on the 17th, and then my flight back was supposed to be on the 15th. But, with school being online was like, okay, we'll just miss the flight, we'll stay, and then.
No, I have a reason why I'm going. I have somewhere I'm going with this.
So 2018, I came in like, I was like sophomore, junior year, with like spring break, and then I just came out here for a week, and then.
Oh.
And then after that.
You came to New York for spring break.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fascinating. I'm used to people going down south or going out of the country for spring break. I once went to Tampa for spring break, but it was
Oh,
like
nice.
the laziest.
Yeah,
It was the
Tampa's-
laziest spring break you had. It's not. There was nothing crazy that happened. I was single and I didn't do anything wild. I was just so tired that I just went and slept. That was it. But since coming to New York, what do you consider your welcome to New York moment?
So welcome to New York. Honestly, the winter. I mean, I don't know what else you can really say. I don't know what else you can really say because everybody was telling me that, oh, this is, this one is even nothing. It's not that bad. I was like, I mean, I guess you could say that. I mean, luckily they told me about Uniqlo and all those heat tech. Oh my god, man. Without that, yeah, I might have left. No, I'm kidding, but no. But that Uniqlo really, Yeah. Once I started wearing all those heat tech and everything, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's still cold.
It is.
It's still cold, but
It is. It's
now
it's
you
no
can
joke.
move around and still.
It's no joke, man.
Yeah, and then the snow,
when
and
it
then
hits you.
when they had to go to work and snow, you had to chomp with the boots. I was like, wow, you really. Yeah, you guys really nothing changes. You still gotta walk around and do everything. I was like, okay.
See, I used to be one of those who was like, "Oh, I love snow." Before I came to, the United States, and I was like, "I love snow." Snow looks so beautiful. The videos and pictures you see. You know what? We never saw what it looks like after it snows. A few days later, a couple of even hours later, when it's now dirty. And you never got the walking in the snow experience. All you saw was, oh, it's so beautiful. Look at the fields, all covered white, looking nice. Oh, I love this. And then when you have to go walk in it, like, oh man, I gotta walk 10 minutes in this, 15 minutes in this. You're trying not to slip and fall. You walk in the puddles.
And then you just think to yourself, wow, how cold is it? You look at the phone, negative something.
You're like, man, no.
Yeah.
No, I don't want snow anymore.
I remember that night because I was walking home from work. I was like, yeah, I'm a New Yorker now. I was like, I don't care what nobody says. I'm a New Yorker now.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Man, no, it was.
Oh man,
it wasn't too bad though. I mean,
Yeah, this last winter.
It wasn't too. It wasn't.
It
wasn't too bad trying to remember back, but yeah, it was cold. But
so in South Carolina, what's your winter like?
I mean, it's not this cold. I mean, the colder they get, maybe what 30 degrees, 40.
Damn.
And yeah, cause
I could wear shorts in that. To be honest,
I mean,
I'm so used to,
like I said, yeah,
cold from Northern Virginia upwards that because like it was like in 2010, right? What's it, 2010? Yeah, no, 2010 into 2011. Yeah, 2011 January. That was when I was deployed to Bahrain, and when I was leaving for Bahrain, it snowed crazy in Northern Virginia, even down to Norfolk area. They got like a ridiculous amount of snow. It was freaking cold, so cold everywhere that I was like, it was this freezing. It was almost, it felt like this New York type of winter, and the plane was delayed for like, I knew I was going to a warmer climate, so I didn't like have like all my cold, like really big bundles. I wasn't dressed in big bundles. So I was like, I'm at the airport, and man, they delayed the flight for 24 hours. No, they delayed the flight for 12 hours first. And military airports are not like civilian airports where it's like, it's comfy. This airport, they don't care about your comfort, man. This place was like, oh, the flight's delayed for 6 hours. Okay, 6 hours. And you start noticing that people who don't know each other start sitting close to each other and like we're bundling up. And then, the flight's been delayed for another 6 hours, man. 6 hours again. Shit. And then, it's been delayed for 12 hours, man. What is going on? People trying to lie on the floor. Oh, no, I can't lie down on the floor. Oh, it's too cold. And then they now announced they're going to put us in a hotel. Man, I love that hotel bed. As soon as I jumped to the hotel, it was like straight into a hot bath. There were like two people to a room, but they paired me with an older white guy who gave me one look. I was like, hell, I'm sharing a room with him. Hell no, I'll pay for my own room.
Wow.
And I was like, well, I guess I got two beds to myself.
Wow. Hey.
So, yep, I got my own room.
Wow.
And then when the flight left, we flew to Portugal, Italy, Naples, Italy, Sudabe, Greece, and then finally to the Middle East. That's where I got off. The plane continued. I don't know where the hell the plane. I think the plane ended up at Guam. But I got it. That's like the longest flight I've ever been on. By the time it's time for you to get off, you like,
Wow.
I just need to get out of here because you're running crazy because I'm tired of all these stops. So we get to Bahrain. It's like 1 a.m. in the morning or 2 a.m. in the morning. I come out and it's their winter there. It was their winter season, but it was nice, cool air. I was like, I love this. I love this.
I love this.
But the next
after
day,
a long flight, just getting out and just.
Dude, the next day I come out, I see people in winter jackets. It's like, oh, so cool. People are like, oh, it's cold. I'm like, man, I got sleeveless with my basketball shirts. Like, man, I love this. You don't understand. I'm coming from snow to this. This is warm, man. It's warm. I was loving it, like, man. I was loving it. But after I spent 1 year there, then the next year, by the next winter, I'm wearing winter jacket too. I'm adapted.
Yep.
Ah, man. So there's one thing about how you identify yourself. You identify yourself as a cultural agent, and you also identify yourself as an art advisor. So what's the difference between both? And how can one become either?
So, culture agent is just like a term that we came up with. Art Noir actually uses it, but it's just like it's just someone that's just helping the cultural arts. Just trying to, just being a culture agent. Helping in any way they can. Really in the industry, whether it's music, arts. Wherever you see yourself being. But, just art advisor, curator, the way you just get into it is, just honestly just starts from a love of art. Because from there, it's all about just, supporting the artist and just trying to help them make sure, they become, the best version of themselves and, try to, the art, make sure it's, being seen and exhibited and, being placed in good homes.
Nice.
So
I can be a cultural agent as a podcaster.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
I'll
add that to my.
You can be a culture agent. Next thing just bring out a couple, artists out here and interviewing them, giving them exposure. In turn, you're a culture agent. You're helping, spread knowledge in a way. And
all right. I shall add that to my resume because I've done that without knowing the term cultural agent. So you've given me something I can apply to myself. Thank you for that. I'll definitely use that. And something that you just said, when you mentioned supporting the artist, I'm the type of person who I love art. But I'm more of I'm a nerd. I'm a big nerd. So if you come to my house, there's a lot more of drawings / paintings that are comic book related or from pop culture, type. It's character driven, excuse me, than contemporary art works that you see out there. But I still have one or two that I've gotten because sometimes I might be on the streets walking past some flea market and I see a mask that looks like something from a processing somewhere in Africa that I can't. It's my brain is like processing. So I'm like, I know this.
I've done that too. Yeah.
Yeah. So I grab it, but I'm not the guy who when I'm in a museum I can describe art that I see there. I can't really speak the language, which someone like you, I believe, does that eloquently and beautifully. So how would you being in that you're in this world 24/7, you understand the game much more than I do. How do you define art?
I mean, that's one of those.
Yeah, I know. It's a heavy,
Yeah, no,
heavy
I mean,
question.
yeah. I mean, hey, that's one of those questions that I mean, just like, what is art in a
We
sense?
are going
I mean,
philosophical now.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, you can, I mean, this has been talked about, like, just if I put the cup there and I call that art, then that's art. But I mean, it's what I'm saying. I mean, just art, is whatever, is when the artist is putting, they know what they're doing, not just making something or, putting their emotions in there or, that's art.
Mm-hmm.
It just depends on, what we're doing here as a podcast is art too. So, it just kind of
Yeah,
heavy question.
It is a heavy question, but
Heavy question.
I just wanted to hear your own definition, your own words, because it's one of those questions that there's no right or wrong answer.
Exactly.
To that.
Yeah.
So I just love hearing, because I've had Laudelina Martinez on the podcast. She has her own gallery upstate, closer to Catskill, and fantastic woman. She's of Puerto Rican descent, has great her roots tied to Africa and Europe, and what she exposes a lot of artists from the Puerto Rican, the Nuyorican artists, and also African and Asian artists in her gallery too. So she had her own definition of art in her own words.
What did she say?
That'll be cheating if I tell you.
Ah.
So I just want to hear yours. It's something that I'm working on. I'm making that my own, one of the questions. I will become a regular on the podcast in a way that I'll start adding. I'll start looking for a way to tie it to every artist that comes on the podcast. Like, what is art? I just love hearing the answers that people come up with, because the answer she gave was what made me realize that that's I felt her answer.
Okay, yeah. Sounds like I have to go listen back.
Yeah. So it's an answer that I was that's the closest to because it's easier to give the textbook answer.
Oh yeah,
But I think it means more when someone just pours their heart out and tell you how they feel, and that, to me, art's a feeling.
Mm-hmm.
It is a feeling, and that's along the line that she went. So I've kind of given you the point of what she was saying. Art has to evoke emotion, whatever the emotion is.
Whatever the artist is, whatever they're putting.
It's up to the audience and the artist, but art evokes emotion, and that's so. So when people were like mad about the guy who put up the banana and all that, I was like, but that was evoking emotion.
Mm-hmm.
So it's art. So he was proved right. I was like, because I was one of those like, well, what this BS, man? What the hell are you calling this art? Like, but I was like, I reacted. There was a reaction. You evoked emotion.
Exactly. Yeah. No. Yeah. It's
Because if you walk past and you look at it and like, what is that? Oh, it's a work of art. Huh. And then you keep walking. It does not evoke any emotion. So, but you look, how dare you call that art? Art's supposed to be this. Art's supposed to, but why are you reacting? It's evoking emotion.
It's doing what it needs to do.
You hear music play. Oh, when the song comes, type of music comes on, I am, yes. Oh, I get angry. Oh, but it's all, and I was like, wow, that is, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So when she broke that down, that's how she feels art is. I was like, yeah, I have to. That will definitely be my own.
Nice. I mean, yeah, of course, yeah. It's always, yeah. No spoilers, but yeah. We'll all just have to go listen to Miss Martinez's episode.
Yeah. So, was there any chance of you going a different career path, and why? If there was any chance of that happening, instead of going this path that you're on.
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably be looking to do something in TV. Honestly, yeah, it was
like what side of TV would you have been on?
I mean, like a TV personality of some sort. Like I was, for like if we were doing that, I was like, okay, let's have the Archie show, almost like a late night, but so like a talk show. But with those kind of things, they always got start off interning in some newsroom or something within the film industry or TV. So, but yeah, we'll probably be doing something there and just trying to.
You can still do that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, like I said, yeah. Because definitely, their podcast or talk show, however, within the arts as well too.
Mm-hmm.
And,
yeah,
but we'll see. See.
I might see that. I think that might still happen. That might still happen. So, with Joburg being one of the big cities in Africa, it's a place. I think that there's a Joburg has a wine too, right? There's a wine that comes from there, or is it only Cape Town that has wine? I know Cape Town has wine.
I'm not too big on wine.
No, you're not.
So
too big.
not.
I'm not that.
I mean, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I mean,
I'm not that bougie, but
because whenever
Cape Town, I've seen wine bottles from Cape Town here.
Yeah, I mean, we've brought. I mean, they have wines that are only kind of made in South Africa and stuff like that. Because I remember we brought some back whenever the last time we went.
Oh, when was the last time you went?
This past December.
Nice.
Yeah, I went over there for like a week and
I need to go there. I've never been. I need to. My peeps in Cape Town keep inviting me. I have my brother-in-law is in somewhere.
Yeah, definitely take a trip. Go in December. It's winter around December, so that's always the best time to go.
I should go to South Africa
Around
during
December.
winter.
Yeah. No, December here.
Oh.
During December. Because here it's winter, but over there it's summer. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was like, wait,
that's
why,
what I'm saying.
why
Yeah.
are you trying to? I was like, wait.
Yeah.
What
No.
Yeah,
it's the best time to go. Because you're leaving the cold here and then you're going over there.
That's like
warm weather.
My buddy in Finland was telling me I came there just at the beginning of summer, and he was like, "Oh, you got to come back during winter." I was like,
"No,
why I got to come to four places, Finland, during winter?" It's like, "Oh,
I mean, some places are like that though. Like some places, it's like it's better to come during a certain season."
Yeah. And there's me, and I tell you, you don't need me here during winter. Whatever the fun parties are happening and all that, I don't need to be here for that. Miss me with that. Nope. I mean, I could try Iceland with their hot springs and all that.
See,
maybe, but not Finland. No. No.
So you want to go skiing?
We'll talk to my reps about that. We'll find out. Maybe I would have changed my mind by then.
Talking over management.
So, do you have any plans to get involved with the art scene in Johannesburg?
I mean, definitely in the future. I'd love to. Yeah, I'd love to curate a show in my hometown, and definitely go out there, and because it'd be a different feeling, when you do something in your backyard. So, and they have there's a couple galleries out there, that's very prominent. They're very good galleries too. So just to.
So you're already in touch with people that back then in the art scene.
Well, yeah, just a couple, art, just follow a couple artists, just hey, just loving what they do and just being supportive and just but as far as not really involved yet.
Okay, hey, but at least you're keeping your eyes. So, it's not like you're just gonna dive in brand new unawares. Like, hey, I'm here for America, put me on. No, that's good. That's good. So you've given me a lot of your time, and I appreciate that. So I have to, jump away from the art world for a little bit, and as we begin to wrap it up, gotta ask some fun questions. Hopefully, you give me a controversial answer somewhere, so somebody will be like, "I'm gonna cancel him." I'm not canceling you, but that canceling stuff.
Hey,
but. When for someone who's all about art, when it comes to music, I know you dance. You can't deny it. You dance. Like right now, for me, my piano is like my thing.
Nice.
So we need you to dance for 1 hour straight. I know 1 hour is way too little for you. 1 hour is too little.
I don't dance.
Yeah,
so don't ask me.
What's that? What's that song again? Man don't dance.
Mm-hmm.
And you need to dance for 1 hour straight. Give me 3 artists that'll keep you dancing for 1 hour straight. You can't name Joe Cole. You can't name them Drakes. You can't name them.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
That's cheating. That's cheating.
I'm not a big dancer. I don't. Yeah, I'm not a big.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just give us 3 artists that'll keep you moving. You can sit down and move. We'll give you that. You got long legs, so it still counts as dancing. You know? So 3 artists, at least 3 artists. You can go more than 3, but at least 3 artists that will keep your body, vibrating for, you jiving, even on your seat for at least an hour. You can listen to them for an hour. If you don't give us the most popular names, we need something. You can give us something from South Carolina. You can give us somebody from Johannesburg.
So artists I can listen to for a while.
Yeah.
3. Well, what sounds like a top 3? Is this a top 3? This is.
You can give, if you want to call it top 3, you can do top 4.
Okay. Well, favorite artist, Young Thug in a particular order.
Wait. Is Young Thug from South Carolina?
No.
That's why I say it gotta be controversial. I'm breaking it down for you. You can't pick the most popular names. You can't pick. You gotta go with if you're gonna be from the States, you gotta go with South Carolina related, or you gotta go, you give me from your background from Joe Bug. Now you can go from around the area. It doesn't have to be just Joe Bug. You can go South Africa, you can go Southern Africa, or you can go the whole continent. But that's how I make it difficult for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's just go back home. Yeah. Favorite rappers from South Carolina. What is this? NGYL. He's I actually we went to when I first got here. We actually went to elementary school together for a little bit.
Oh.
But him. Who else? My little brothers make music too. And they be
there you go.
Yeah, they have some bars. They be spitting. So yeah, I gotta put them on the on the Spartanburg list.
What's their band's name?
Oh no, they don't have a band's name. What are the artistic names? I can't even think on Lil Splurge and Sid the Kid.
Lil Splurge. That sounds
Lil
familiar.
Splurge and Sid the Kid. But they have some unreleased stuff. They've posted some stuff, but yeah, I mean, obviously, but they're young though. It's nothing serious,
Yeah.
but still, definitely, if we're going right there, they gotta put them on the list. And speaking of this, OG.
Okay.
So, yeah.
OG?
He OG. He was from South Carolina too.
Oh.
And then
Wait, what's his name again?
Speaker Knockers.
Speaker Marcus. So, you give me only South Carolina related. Your little brothers could be both South Carolina and Joe Bug, but we'll count them as South Carolina right now. So,
Well, that's actually from New York, but
the Joe Bug crowd gonna come after you now. But like, how's this guy our son and our brother, and he don't even give us any respect. He ain't showing no love. So if you guys want to come after him, that's why I said this question always tends to be controversial, because somebody always tends to be left out. So I can give you guys where to find Archie at and how to get him. You guys can go catch him and be like, where is the Joe Bug musicians? And then you guys catch him.
Hey. And you catch me, give me some names too. So we need to, I'm trying to know a couple, but.
No, it's fine. It's fine. So, next question. When it comes to food, what's your favorite cuisine and where is it from?
I mean, obviously, African food is always going to be number one.
Oh, there's a lot. I mean, you can't just say African food.
Yeah, I mean,
you can't just, you got, there's the war in West Africa. Over
there's West Africa and
there's the
South
war
African
for
food
jollof.
too.
Do you want to get involved with the jollof wars? You want to? People they're sharpening their knives right now. Like, wait, which one is it gonna pick? Sharpen their knives,
the jollof, jollof is not.
So
You know, I mean, because we grew up on Cameroonian food and also on South African food too. So it really just be a split between those two.
Why Cameroonian food?
That's good, man. You never. I mean, half my family's from Cameroon, you know. So that's the food over there. The poisson brisé, man. There's
What? What? You know what part of Cameroon?
Yaoundé.
Okay, Yaoundé. Okay, that's because southern Cameroons, their food is literally same as like Calabar. Calabar, and even up to my area of Nigeria, it's literally the same. Technically, southern Cameroons and southern Nigeria were the same until independence, and Britain was like, you guys pick either you join Cameroon or you join Nigeria. And they were like, okay, we join Cameroon. I was like, well, they couldn't give them independence. Like, no. And then now it's causing fights how many years later. But so when I met some Cameroonians in the Middle East, and they brought, they call it eru. It's like a veggie stew. And I was like, man, I know this stuff. Why are you guys calling it eru? Like, because it's called eru. I was like, no, it's called a dikan kong. Like, no, it's they're like, yeah, that's what you guys call it, a dikan kong, but we call it eru. I was like, oh. So it's technically the same people, but somebody came and someone who's never been there drew the border. This is why you guys are now different. And they're like, okay, we're gonna call ours different. And you call us different. I was like, okay.
That's crazy.
So Cameroonian and South African food, man. This guy, he on two parts of Africa, man. That's that's a tough one. So it's from South Africa. What's the cuisine that's your favorite there?
Pop.
Pop.
Oh. Hey, some pop.
Yeah. Have you seen our pop? You know we have pop in Nigeria, Ghana. But our pop is totally different from you guys.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I say.
Like
yeah, I've actually I had some friends, you know, could kind of make it for me. I've tasted it. It's good. It's good. But I'm not gonna say, you know, the original for me.
I don't know if I'll see original.
Yeah, so I say, yeah, the original for me. Yeah, I can already see it now. That hey.
So there used to be a South African restaurant close to DeKalb. I think they closed. They closed either before the pandemic or during the pandemic.
Yeah,
do you have any South African joints in the city?
Nah, if so, I haven't found it yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if so, I haven't found it yet. I need to.
Yeah, we need to find one South African. So, anyone listening, go start a South African restaurant with real food and let us know. Let us know. We'll come there.
I'll bring people.
Invite us to come try it out first.
I feel like there might be one or two, but
yeah, I gotta check. Every time I've checked,
I feel like there should be, but I don't know. I've looked and I don't know.
It's mostly Nigerian, Ghanaian, Ethiopia. The Ethiopian place, even in my neighborhood, closed recently. There's a Senegalese place that just opened too, Succulent. I'm gonna try their food too.
Senegalese food. There's a spot uptown.
Senegalese, Malian, their food hit the spot. Does hit the spot. Yeah, except when it comes to jollof. You know, I don't pick a side. I don't pick. I like.
Yeah, like I said, I don't. If it's good, it's good. That's me. If it's good, it's good. I'll take it. There's no need to fight. Good food is good food.
All right. So appreciate you, my brother. Final question: what would you like to leave the audience with? You know, your freestyle. What would you like to leave the audience with? Could be a quote from one of your favorite artists. Could be a quote from a book you've read. Could be something that you just feel like dropping from your spirit. Hey. Take it from here.
Well, something for the audience. Yeah, I mean, nothing too major, nothing too serious. Just always, just love yourself, take care, your family, especially after everything we've been through. Just self-care is the best care. Take care of your mental. And
self-care is the best care. I like that.
Well, I don't know about the best care, but I mean, that's the same thing. Let's not put a stamp on it, but self-care, it's always good.
Self-care is important.
Yeah, exactly. Self-care is very important.
We'll rephrase it as self-care is important.
Yeah, self-care is important, so definitely, just to.
All right, so for those listening, if they want to get in touch with you, how can they get in touch with Archie?
If anybody wants to get in touch with me, just
plug yourself in, please.
Instagram. Let's just go ahead and throw that out there. Instagram. ARAPHULU. It'll probably be in the bio somewhere as well. And, email.
All right. I will add the Instagram links on the show notes, and from there you can get in touch with Archie. He's a great guy to know. You find great stuff up there on his Instagram, and I'll tag him on all the social media posts, so you can also connect with him from there. And if you want to find out more stuff about Art World and getting into that industry, he's a great resource to know. All right, brother. Appreciate you. Thank you for spending your time with us here. And
It's been amazing. It's been lovely. Thank you for having me.
Hey, always. Well, I look forward to having you and your brother for the brother episode, for the brothers episode, and then we're gonna do a Squid Game episode down the line.
That'd be its own episode. We can. You can. Definitely have a whole foray of people here speaking about that. That was which game was your favorite? Oh, the one that had you go.
Man, I think it was the glass.
The glass?
Yeah, okay. I don't. It wasn't my favorite, but it was like, woo! I don't want to play that game. Nope, that's one I wouldn't want to play. The marbles may have been my. No, I think the stop, the red light, green light may have been my favorite.
That was okay. That one.
Technically, that was the easiest because at first I was like, after I compared the other games, I was like, I'll do the red light, green light. That's it. I don't want to go.
It was. For me, it was that honeycomb.
Yeah. Oh.
That one. I was like,
Oh man.
The character. No spoilers. If you haven't seen it, definitely.
Go check it out.
Definitely go check it out because the characters are amazing.
Okay, thank you, audience, for listening. Keep the love coming in. Keep the 5 stars and positive reviews coming in on Apple podcast. And if you want to win T-shirts, write great reviews, and I'll pick winners soon. All right, keep the love coming in. I'll see you next week. Thank you for the privilege of your company. Thanks for listening to White Label American. If you enjoyed the show, we'll appreciate if you rate, review, and subscribe to the podcast wherever you get your podcast from. If you have any questions, comments, or have someone who will be a good guest on the show, or you want to be on the show, send us a message at whitelabelamerican@gmail.com. And make sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram at White Label American. Thank you for your support.